Hello Matt, it is the 20th of April. As you can see, I've had a little bit of a trim. Not as much as I had in December, but you know, it's still quite a bit. My sort of plan is to grow it out, but obviously I need to have it trimmed up just a bit so that it can, you know, it doesn't just completely foam out and everything. It doesn't go into sort of a scraggly mess like it did near the end of when I had long hair last time. Right, so as you may be aware, a general election has been called. I don't know why. No one really knows why. And while we're in the middle of Brexit and we've got a general election. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty big loss for Labour. I have a feeling this is going to be their biggest loss in history. Obviously though, I'm not going to say that's certain because I'm not into politics and that, but this is the first election that me and you, Matt, can both vote in. So yeah, I don't want to get all too political, but yeah, so it's quite interesting how this was called out of nowhere. Literally, we're in the middle of leaving the EU and then this happens. It's a bit like, where did this come from? Right, so as you may recall, a couple of weeks ago I was a little bit hesitant as to whether or not I asked you a question before, so I changed it. May I just let you know that in your vlog yesterday you asked me a question that was exactly the same as one you asked me a couple of months ago. If you're wondering what my answer is, it is in the vlog that has the car as the thumbnail. Yeah. To summarise, it's probably going to be a Vauxhall Corsa. But yeah, it has got pretty terrible quality because that was the vlog that my camera battery ran out, or was very low. So it's in, you know, that vlog. But yeah, it's yeah, probably a bit of you to ask a question twice. I don't know. I'm not punishing you, but yeah, next time, you know, ask a question that you haven't asked before, because I've got nothing to answer really. Just refer back to that vlog. Right, so I've got not a lot else to talk about, so let's get on with the review of Interstellar. Of course, in Interstellar there are several big name actors and actresses. You've got Matthew McConaughey, Michael Caine, John Lithgow, Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, all really good actors, and Casey Affleck, recent Oscar winner. You got some really big name actors. So my question to you, Matt, is who is your favourite actor or actress of all time? I mean, none of those actors are, but I don't know, it's just a bit of an interesting segue into the question I'm going to ask you, that sort of thingy. So yeah, who is your favourite actor or actress of all time? But yeah, about Interstellar, it is a 2014 science fiction drama. It's set in a near future where humanity is realising that Earth is losing atmospheric content, nitrogen, oxygen, crops aren't growing. They need to, you know, leave Earth. So they've sent a group of astronauts on more or less what they think is a suicide mission into a wormhole in Saturn, where they believe on the other side is 3 inhabited planets on another galaxy. But a series of unfortunate events happen and they find the mission was only meant to take a few years, actually takes over a century to complete. And I don't know if that's actually a spoiler. But yeah, this movie's a bit sort of not sure of what or not is a spoiler. But yeah, it takes over a century to, you know, survey the whole planet. And back on Earth, they're figuring out you know, what they have to do to, you know, leave Earth and get to these planets. Of course, all the actors who are named beforehand make appearances. Matthew McConaughey is the main character, one of the only pilots left from NASA, and he's just owns a farm now, and he stumbles across the last remnants of NASA who are planning this extraordinary mission to these planets, and they hire him because he's the only pilot. Then you have Michael Caine as a scientist. Michael Caine is brilliant as always. Has the same voice, but still really intelligent character. Anne Hathaway plays his daughter, who is sort of a scientist astronaut on the mission as well. Yeah, it's her. And yeah, it's pretty good. And I'd say all the actors actually also do pretty good, decent jobs. Casey Affleck plays. Okay, there's a lot of backstory to explain about Casey Affleck and the other actress character, who I can't think of the name of, but the character's name is Murph. They are Matthew McConaughey's children. However, because in a mission something happens to do with black holes which speeds up time, which actually is scientifically correct. I'll commend the movie for that, how it gets a lot of scientific facts correct. How they're only on a planet near a black hole for a couple of hours. However, a few decades pass, or a couple of decades pass for Earth. So his children, when he leaves, are now Casey Affleck and the other actress. And yeah, they're pretty much Casey Affleck plays just a depressed father, and Murph is another scientist at NASA who wants to see her father once again because she didn't get to say goodbye, which is pretty sad. And there are a few other characters who are relatively forgettable. Of course, Matt Damon makes an appearance, but I'll get back onto him in a minute. I'll say the big thing about Interstellar is the emotion of it. I've got to say it now, the atmosphere and emotion they create at some scenes in the movie is unrivaled by almost anything. The highlight of it is when Matthew McConaughey finds out that how long time has passed since they landed on that planet, and the scene where he essentially catches up with his children's lives, it is really emotional. Also, the size of the movie as well is ginormous. Seriously, some of the effects they get in it are incredible. However, I would say the planets are a bit cheap. I mean, one of the planets they discover is sea, and the other one is just mountains, snowy mountains, which isn't too creative. But the size they get of space is brilliant. Better than Gravity. The shots they get of space, better than Gravity. And yeah, it is really good and emotional. And there was another good thing I was going to say about it. What was it? I can't remember off the top of my head now. What is it? There was another good thing I was going to think about while I was thinking about it, but I forgot. Oh yeah, the movie is open to interpretation. Now, I'm usually not a fan of this, how movies sometimes are too complex for their own good. But this one does it well. It leaves itself open for interpretation at the end because of how much stuff goes down at the end, and how it feeds into stuff earlier on in the movie. It is really good in that regard. However, to a regular moviegoer who doesn't really study film, the ending can feel so confusing and so cop-outy. Yeah, I'm not sure they'll respect it as much. And now for a few little complaints I have. I'll probably say the biggest complaint I'd have about the movie is Matt Damon's character. The movie itself has the problem. Earth, you need to escape from Earth. That's a good enough villain in itself. The looming threat of Earth becoming uninhabitable. Okay, a bit of a spoiler alert here, but Matt Damon plays a character who knows there's no hope for humanity, so he tries to kill Matthew McConaughey. I've got very similar feelings about this character that I do about Ian Holm's character in Alien. how the problem is big enough, you don't need another minor villain. Yeah, and also about the same thing also about Casey Affleck's character. He plays it well, but yeah, a bit of a complaint about that. But yeah, there's also, I'll say it again, it seems way too complex for its own good. I did say it was open to interpretation, but still, like, somehow, because of clues which he's able to work out, he somehow managed to work out to go to NASA, which is so convenient. I honestly was rolling my eyes at that part of the movie. But yeah, I mean, again, interpretation and all that, but nah, it seemed a bit convenient. So if they tidied it up a bit and made it be, a straightforward story, maybe cut down the runtime a bit, it would be much better. But it's, yeah, it's between a good time now, got shots required, and very, very good. But I'll say good time now, got shots required. But if it had those few elements tidied up, it would be a very, very, very good movie. Yeah. Oh my god, that was a long review. Didn't mean to make it that long. So, yeah, anyway. Next week, I realised that these 3 weeks of movie reviews are going to be all of 2014 movies, because, as you know, a week and a day's time, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 will be released. And you know a movie I haven't reviewed yet? Guardians of the Galaxy. What year did that come out? 2014. So did John Wick, so did Interstellar. So this is just going to be a month of 2014 reviews. Didn't mean to make that happen. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching the vlog back, and I'll see you on Saturday.